Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is something rare and special. A number 1 versus number 2 early in the season. Who's going to get the inside track, the early jump on that national championship chase? As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Noles will kick this deep to get us going. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll tackle him at the 27.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense now operating in empty. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Finding some room with the 25. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. The quarterback's got it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Running back has it on the screen now. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And the Noles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They'll try the option play here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks.
How about this defense? That is called bending but not breaking. Back-to-back sacks. What a great job of not giving in and giving up on this drive. Now they've got him to 4th down and goal.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Pressure is coming. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Takes the grab. It's Stevens. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. With the catch, it's Stevens. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now this is the 8th play in this drive. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Crucial third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. First down for the offense.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
And after one, we are scoreless.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Receiver in motion now. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together and stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down there.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play and support.
Coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. Now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
7, Florida State, 0.
Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive. The Florida State offense on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover 2 because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? Laid up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on 3rd down? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's caught downfield. Tackle made quickly, but the game moves the ball to the 6, 1st and goal.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Kentucky 14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 12 set to kick off.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him. But a great spot to start this drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a 1st down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. They had so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. The ball is incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sure hands. It's Stevens. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line. They're going to run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He eludes the rush. Bringing pressure. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Now it's second down here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He slings this one deep down the left side.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pulls it in. It's Royer. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So now the offense has a fresh set of downs after that roughing the passer penalty. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Boy, the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do right from the time he got the snap. The receiver was able to create some separation almost immediately on that corner route.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Anytime you see a defense sit back in cover two, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Kentucky 21, Florida State 7.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive.
Florida State Seminoles will take over first and 10.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. It's an option look. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second down play coming up. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Let's take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, noles. This game is far from over.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, he takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Here's the throw deep downfield. The ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this... Exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Pass rush closing in. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's second and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Sims. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete downfield. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass caught. Can he get in? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Kentucky. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Florida State, 14.
And the return starts from inside the 20. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. The Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
They'll tackle him at the 27. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. And the wideout goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He loses the one. Broke one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? He's escaping the pocket now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sims. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
But they love throwing to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Try and muscle for the 1st down. And they stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Here we go on 4th down. The 1st down pickup, tackled at the 45. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we're starting to see a theme here develop for this offense. They are willing to take chances and go for it on fourth down. That's the third time that they've gone for it, and they've made it all 3 times.
Tackle is made after 43. Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kentucky 28, Florida State 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed to the running back.
Now I like the run play here. Offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. The offense will take their first time out of the half. Let's talk strategy here. After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, it's Sims. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He's running out of time here. Extending the play now. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. And the Seminoles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on.
And looking for a big play here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Seminoles. Still plenty of life left. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Puts it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Finds his man. It's Chavez. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Correct snap to the back. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Kentucky has moved into the red zone now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Handoff heading left. Will he score here? Touchdown, Wildcats. Still no answer for this offense.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead.
Successful and makes the score. Kentucky 36, Florida State 22.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line.
Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he slings this pass over the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Here's the second down play. And he's back for throw again after that incompletion on first down. Nice grab. It's Royer. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive. The Noles will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this.
Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Florida State. Trying to come all the way back. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. Stiff arms the man. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. You don't make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
No, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Coverage team brings down the returner.
Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this, you're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the 4th quarter.
2nd down now after the sack. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Breaking through defenders. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. He's nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Boy, incredible job here by this defense to create this turnover. It looked like this game was over, but now with this turnover, they get a chance to get back in the game.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. He's got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a quick grab. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Touchdown, noles. Strong fight back.
I'll tell you what, Chris, with this touchdown, never say never. You know, we're under 15 seconds to go, but with that touchdown, at least you've given yourself a chance with an onside kick. If you recover it, who knows, a Hail Mary, maybe you got a chance to win the game.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? And he drops back in the gun. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
So second down after the incompletion. And now the handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Breaks free. This pass is incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. That's it. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coached team. Who's going to execute better? And just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.